All right, so Super Easy 8 Int LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is finally in game here. And this character was honestly not given respect on his original EZA. We'll see what he's going to be doing now that he has his Super EZA. If they give him the respect he deserves. This character came out right after the second anniversary, basically, and was pretty much like the best character in the game for quite some time even. So we'll see what happens. He's actually one of the only characters that also got a super attack revamp on the 18 key, which is arguably really nice, right? So he's full link level 10. Here's my build for him. We have him on the 220% leader skill with the tech Vegito here. This guy is interesting in the fact that he does double orb change. So he does change tech key spheres to int key spheres. Then he creates a random type of key spheres besides those two into rainbow key spheres, which is really good. He does want at least 7 key spheres in my opinion, because essentially when you get 7 key spheres, he has 100% chance to crit and then 50% damage reduction when you get at least 3, right? So we'll see here. Every key sphere he gets also gives him 50% attack, right? So that's also something really important to consider. So okay, starting up at 322k defense. He does get 158% defense once he actually does a super attack. So that will actually go up by quite a decent range, right? Because that 158% is a multiplicative buff. Then beyond that, he does get, what was it, 30% defense on super attack, if I'm not mistaken. So with that, he shoots up to about 1.1 mil defense here, which, I mean, honestly, like, is not that impressive. Even with only 50% reduction, I'm not sure. So we'll see. What is his damage number looking like right here? What is he doing offensively? A 25 mil attack stats. This is guaranteed crit here. Keep in mind, this guy also does have a 40% chance to dodge. So we may be able to see some of his dodge abilities kick in here, like maybe here. No, he did not dodge. He's taking 177k from the Doria. Huh. Yeah, and this 40% chance to dodge is only against an extreme plus enemy. Okay. I would have liked to see him take that for double digits, probably. I mean, the Doria isn't really the hardest hitting boss per se, and 40% chance to dodge on its own is definitely not great, right? I mean, the Doria is a boss that's hitting for about 2 mil damage, right? You know, 2.2, 2.5. We have bosses that hit for like 4 or 5 mil. So they're gonna hit basically twice as hard. Okay, he's also getting a lot of support from the Gogeta here. 40% attack support, huh? Gogeta probably does finish this phase off is what I'm assuming. And if he does do that, then we'll just skip to the next rotation. Yeah, well, okay. We'll skip to the next rotation here. We'll have Tech Vegito support up that we could get. We also do have not Tech Gogeta, Tech Vegito support that we could also get, right? So that's also important. We'll get Tech Broly here, and yeah, we'll just skip ahead and let's see what happens. All right, we're back here, so we could potentially get a lot of different orbs with this guy. Still, actually, well, it's still only 7, huh? Okay. We also can't really put him in slot 1. We gotta put Namagoku there. So I think I want to bring this down. We'll bring this down here, and hopefully the STR key spheres will go in our direction. Just 7 there. Okay, that's fine. So Goku does give defensive support, if I'm not mistaken, and Vegeta will give offensive support. So I could actually switch to Vegeta here. And we'll let Vegeta use his Potara break. We'll have him do that. We'll just have him kind of do his thing, and that should be fine. So Vegeta's providing 40% attack support here. We could have fused into Vegito for the extra little bit, but I don't want to kill the bosses way too fast, right? So that's still 322k. Okay. We're pretty much just going to see the same attack set here, if I'm not mistaken, right? And then Namagoku will be doing his thing as well, of course. I was talking with my chat, by the way. Of course, I'm live here on YouTube, but if you think about this guy as like a floating support character, he is giving superclass allies 40% attack and defense. He is tanking all normals, and he does have the 40% chance to live supers. So if we think about him as a floating character like that, I like what I'm seeing overall. He does have turns where he might be able to do some really high attack stats, and the guarantee crits are always, you know, just nice, so that it makes it easy to build him with like a full dodge build or something like that. Yeah, 24.6 mils, same attack stat we've seen. We'll get a couple more turns with him, and then I think I might take him into battle hardened foes, and we'll see what he does in the battle hardened foes fight specifically. All right, so we actually fell under 58% HP. And it's really important to notate that, because when your HP is 58% or less starting from the 4th turn from start of battle, this Gohan changes all key spheres on the field to int key spheres. Then he gets 30% extra damage reduction before attacking. So before attacking, this guy will have 80% damage reduction on this specific turn here. I guess we'll just go all out, right? We'll let this Gohan do his thing. So that's 23 key spheres right there. He's probably gonna get a bunch of attack here. So again, he gets 50% attack per key sphere obtained. Then when he gets 3 key spheres, 7 key spheres, 10 key spheres, and 15, he gets an additional 158% attack for each of those specifically. So that's just a lot of attack. I don't know the exact percentage of what he's getting, but it's quite a bit. We'll also fuse into Vegito here. This will give us attack and defensive support. There's no super attack instantly, so that's fine too. So he's at 355k defense. Even with 80% reduction though, not really crazy, right? I think maybe they could have given him a little bit of extra defense, or realistically, he should have had like 40% extra reduction here. And then for sure, he's not going to be taking damage in pretty much any scenario. But we'll be taking him again into the battle hardened formidable foes, and we'll see what he could do. Now, post super attack, this guy actually does shoot up to a 1.2 mil attack stat. So, yeah, no, if we count 158, basically 158% times 4, and then the 50% attack, which is a lot for key sphere obtains, that's 1,782%. So I mean, that's obviously a very huge number that he's doing right here. So we'll see what this guy could do, right, in terms of his offensive stat. Oh yeah, he does not get defense from orbs, by the way. He only gets attack from orbs. 50% attack, that's my bad. 57 mil attack stat right there. There's a guaranteed crit. Oh, he gets the additional super for 42 mil. This additional super also does give him some extra defense. So his defensive stat actually here is 1.5 mil basically. With a full key sphere field, he's hitting 58 or 57 basically. Is it weird to say I think he could have hit a little harder? Just a bit, like, it feels like 70. I'm like, you know, 50. He's basically hit, it's funny, he doesn't hit almost 58 mil, which is Gohan, right? I'd like with the full field of key spheres, it should have been higher. No, Namekoku got his dodge build off. Okay. That's funny. Okay. Cause like we see like, I mean, chat, I gotta bring this up, man. Buhan with like 13 orbs is doing more damage than what this Gohan could do. And he guaranteed double supers, right? One thing about this Gohan, I think that hurts him, is he doesn't have any multiplicative buffs. He's only getting all of his stats start of turn. Like, I'm not crazy for thinking like that nuking turn you could have hit harder. I don't know. Okay, let's go into a fight that's actually difficult, which we'll go into again. And just very easy to go into battle hardened foes with this guy. We'll get him on a good setup. I think I'm gonna put him on the Goku Frieza team actually. And we're running with LR Super Saiyan. No, not LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. LR Beast Gohan with him. They should share a good amount of links like shocking speed and stuff. We'll see if this guy still can handle the heat in those fights. Alright, we are here. We're just gonna have him in the Battle Hardened Foes fight. We have Frieza here as well. This guy's gonna be getting a lot of support. We'll hold back a little, I guess. Right, we don't need to do too much damage. So this guy's right here. We're gonna get 8 key spheres. I guess, let me reset. Actually, we can get way more into key spheres now that I know how they're gonna fall. Alright, this should fall way better now. Yeah, we get 10 key spheres here now. Okay, I think that's definitely worth it. So with 10 key spheres, he is getting one of those extra 158% attack stats right there, which definitely will matter. He's also getting 77% support. So he's starting up at 403k defense. Okay. That's pretty good, I think. Yeah. Because then after he supers, that is definitely getting him like to what, 1.2, 1.3 with the damage reduction here. I guess one thing he does, well, 3 key spheres for the damage reduction is not really asking for a lot, right? I think 3 key spheres for the damage reduction is perfectly fine, not a big deal at all. Let me actually see, what was his exact defense here? He's going to be sitting at, yeah, about 1.3 mil defense. And he does have the 40% chance to dodge. Okay. That's 31 mil attack stat. And we got the additional, but not a super, unfortunately. So this guy hasn't really been dodging for us, but I mean, there's the dodges that are starting to roll in right there. Okay, okay, okay. That's not bad. We could actually get Namagoku to just like die next turn. And then he'll come back around and give us the actual extra stats. I kind of wanted this guy with Beast Gohan, but this worked just fine, honestly. Like with UI Goku with him. That should be fine. We'll grab this here, and then we'll get this with you. So Beast Gohan is obviously not going to take really any damage at all. Beast Gohan's actually going to get stunned here. So Broly specifically does hit for about... let me actually check the exact number. I always forget. I don't have these bosses memorized. They dropped like 16 billion bosses in the past like few weeks, right? So Broly hits for about 2.4, huh? So if we put Gohan slot 1, we'll see. Going with the 80% reduction. And then the thing is that he'll full heal us, right? So yeah, obviously this guy gets us the full passive. Because we're at... Oh, no. I'm stupid. Yeah, he gets us right above it, actually. I'm really dumb. He recovers 59% HP, not 58. All right. Chat. I might be the worst Dokkan player of all time. I don't know. We can get 10 again. We'll get 11 here. Yeah. Okay. There's that. And Frieza. Let's go ahead and grab all these. So we'll see what his damage number looks here. It should be pretty similar. Keep dodging. Oh. All right. Well, I guess we're reviving here. Okay, let's just skip the next turn, man. So what's funny about this fight is the battle bombs. Just blessed the battle bombs, man. 13 orbs. We'll see. That actually brings us to about even out, which is fair. UI Goku's obviously getting his guaranteed dodge here. I really want to see Gohan versus a super attack from one of these bosses, but I'm pretty sure they are just gonna super slump one. Yeah, UI Goku will just dodge this, of course, with his guaranteed. So at least we're getting a bunch of different rotations. This is Gohan without any support, and the next one we'll see Gohan with 157%, right? Which is quite a lot. And Gohan's also supporting Superclass 40%. Doesn't apply to Goku Frieza, but the support is being given to UI Goku. He would also be supporting Beast Gohan if you have them on rotation together. So there's a basically a 30 mil attack stunt. And there's the additional, which is, this is the hidden potential system additional, right? So it's not going to be a super common thing to see. Tanking normals, obviously, 40% chance of dodge. I think it's good. No, I was reading his kit and I was worried, but I think it actually looks good. Like, he's not oppressive. He's definitely not like a character I would say, oh yeah, this guy is gonna demolish the entire game by himself. But I think he can definitely cook for you. I'll grab this here, then probably give you this. This should be fine. And again, this is me, like, obviously we're using him on rotation, but if you think about him as a floating character, he's a floating rainbow orb changer. He's like self-sufficient with what he gets. If you are floating him and you don't care about his damage, all you need to do is give him 3 key spheres for him to get his damage reduction too, right? And I mean, with the rainbow orb changing, it's very easily that he'll get more than 3, because the 7 key spheres and above only matter if you're trying to have this guy as like a damage dealer. If you're not trying to have this guy as a damage dealer and just a floating support, it's not, you know, it could be worse. The only thing about this character is man, if he linked with the new Gohan, that would be really, really nice. But again, yeah, here's gonna have the extra support. Actually, I should have grabbed those battle bombs last turn. That would have gotten me the full key sphere field. So that's 7. Yeah, we'll get him the nice little 7 key spheres here. So he's getting double support from both ends. Because now we got both Frieza support active. Okay. So this should be a good look at him. UI Goku, we just want him to keep dodging here. UI Goku, obviously, if he gets touched, he'll die, right? Still 23 mil from UI Goku. Like usually when we're under 77% HP, he doesn't even really touch 20 mil. I mean, that's the fact of all these supports, man. All these supports. Yep, okay. 25 mil. So we're consistently seeing him doing a 25 mil guaranteed crit. 40% support, rainbow orb changing. The dodge, 40% there, which is not crazy. I think his dodge could have been a little higher. I think 50% dodge wouldn't have been like the worst thing, just to make him a little better in that scenario. Frieza definitely kills here. Okay. We'll see what he does against Janemba. I think Janemba will be like the true test of what he's able to look like, and then we'll wrap things up from there. Because if he does good against Janemba, he'll be fine, honestly, even against Golden Frieza, I think. We're actually at 54% HP. So if I can, I want to avoid getting his full orb restriction yet. I would rather wait for it. Grab that and we'll heal to 61%. That's fine. I guess it's possible Beast gets supered instantly, then he will make me fall under 58%, which, I mean, that's okay too. I want to... Yeah, we'll be good, because we'll get a turn of him against Janemba. And the thing about this Janemba fight is he does build up attack with each turn passed. So Gohan might be against the turn where he has 20% attack build up. Cause yeah, Janemba's kind of stupid, right? He hits for what's it called? 1.2 mil with guaranteed crits. It's kind of really dumb, right? We'll see what the orb changing looks like next turn. So Goku did dodge right there. Now Goku, we're actually also able to save his passive, so that's also nice, right? A little helpful thing. Why Goku obviously has his guaranteed dodge here. How many orbs can we get with you here? Still 10. I mean, yeah, with what I've seen with this Gohan, we've been very easily able to get 7 to 10 key spheres. And again, this is my first time using him, but that is a nice little plus. So he has 10 key spheres now with the Frieza 17 or Frieza 17 hello with the Goku Frieza 77% support. We're unfortunately not gonna get it overlapped to where he has the 154%, just with how the rotations worked out, but that's okay too. UI Goku is gonna do some decent damage with his Dokkan attack here. And then we'll just skip a little bit ahead to Gohan. Alright, Gohan, what you got for us? 31.5 mil. You know what Gohan is? He's just worse in Buhan. That's the same thing with so many of these Super Easy A's. It's like, oh, you look at them like, they're just into Buhan, but worse. Which I definitely would have liked to see. Like, if this guy had a super attack, like an additional super attack, maybe. He brings a lot of value to the team, right? I think that is important to consider, the amount of value he's bringing to us. Someone in my chat is saying, why would you run this Gohan? I mean, being fair, Rainbow Orb Changer, support, like a consistent slot 3 character, I think. But in terms of, I think people would like this guy to be like a character you could run on rotation, right? And I think that's very fair to have that expectation for him. We'll use the active skill. Bam. How can I set up the orbs to be the best? Definitely not this way. I think if I grab this, still only 7. That's fine. So this is 7 orbs. We'll see. We'll see. Nice. Okay, so Janemba didn't super at the end right there, which I feel like I always usually see Janemba super me like at the very last stack and first slot. But let's see, because maybe he supers at the end of these attacks. If he supers Gohan, we're dead. Uh-oh, chat, you might super Gohan here. And also, Buhan is definitely a mistake too, right? We got to keep that in mind. Buhan, every Super Easy that comes out, Buhan definitely feels like an accident. I just want you to tank these normals. All right, there's dodge. Yeah, there you go. I mean, 1.2 mil normal. Type disadvantage with the guaranteed crits. He's tanking them. As a supportive character, I like him. We have Frieza, you could use his active. Yeah, I mean, he's doing, like, all around, he's doing good things. I'm not gonna say he's bad in any scenario, except, like, against supers. But he does have the 40% chance to dodge. That could have been higher, 50% chance to dodge, huh? I think people are gonna kind of not potentially like him. I mean, he could be much more oppressive, I guess you could say. But he's definitely quite a runnable option in a lot of these different fights. That full nuking turn, I think that full nuking turn could have been better. And he could have definitely hit a little harder. Like, it's like he's a jack of all trades, but he's not a master of anything. Does that make sense? But he does bring in that value to the team, which I do like quite a bit. But let me know what you guys think. I said thinks, I'm kind of stupid. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.